So here's the scenario. You know, you've been in a relationship for years, like we both were. And then suddenly you're back on the market again. You have to date again, only now you are a single parent. What do? You excited?
No.
No, not at all.
I mean, I'm always excited to talk to you, but not about dating.
Not about dating.
Let's say it looks like, what are you like? Is there?
Oh,
is there,
God,
like,
you're pulling me. I'm trying to sound all like, yeah, hot. They have to be hot. I'm sorry.
It's the problem. The problem for me is like having been in an editorial role for the most of my life and being an aesthetically moved person, like I can tell you if that picture is a good looking picture of a good looking person in like less than half a second, but I cannot tell you if I'm actually attracted to them. And that's the problem that I keep running into is like, oh, here's a person that like fits my aesthetic parameters. And like their text, their copy is like okay enough in one way or another. But I have no idea if I'm actually attracted to them. And that's where I keep like failing. Like I'll get on a first date and be like, I can't. It reinforces the fact that like all these apps feel like a waste of time. And I personally don't think I'm a photogenic person at all. So like
I am definitely not.
So you're missing out. Like, and I will say,
and you
like,
are, by the way.
I'm not a photogenic person, and that's okay because like I feel like they're like on the street. I get plenty. Like I know that people think that I'm attractive, but I don't think it's quite the same in photographs for me. So I'm like missing out on a lot of like what that natural, like the people who are attracted to, not that everybody's attracted to me, but like the people who are, I don't think are even getting like an accurate view of me and so I'm surely doing that to somebody else.
I know. Well, it's funny. The first time, the woman I'm currently dating, like we talked, I broke every rule with her, by the way. I have to be upfront.
Of course you did.
We texted way too much. It took like a week and a half before we got together. And I think there were like 1,000 texts before we got to that point. My photos, by the time I had met her on the app, were a little older because the pandemic had hit and they were all like maybe 3 or 4 years old. And so she's like, well, can you take a picture of yourself and send it to me? So I took a picture of myself and she told me later that she saw it and she cried. She saw the picture. She's like, oh no. Like she was so devastated by what I look like in that picture.
Nobody should ask anybody in their 40s or older for a selfie. First of all, like I cannot think that
it does not turn out well. And like, I wasn't smiling because I don't love how I look when I feel like my face widens when I smile, and I'm still trying to pretend like my face is when I was 29 and it just isn't. So I wouldn't smile for the picture. And so she wrote back, she said, are you sure you're not a serial killer? Like that's, I guess, the look I had. So this is what happened when I sent this photo. and then, but we had, so in this case, and by the way, you can see how every rule I'm putting out there, I'm immediately then gainsaying it. She still gave me a shot. And I think it's mostly because of how horrible some of the other people she had dated had been. And she was just like, he's nice. I want to try nice for a change. And when we went out, we were immediately attracted to each other. We talked for like 4 hours. And it was just like, I saw the relief in her eyes when I saw her in person was both hilarious and mortifying at the same time. But she was like so relieved that I wasn't a mole person when she saw me. But yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures of you. You look like you. Like, I mean, I don't know. You must have taken the world's worst selfie.
It was with this background, by the way, and she's not a fan of this wallpaper. And so I think she felt like it looks like a murder den. Like that's what the last thing that somebody sees before they die is these birds. It'd be like, if this was like a murder mystery movie, they'd be like, all right, find them. They're in a room with birds. It'd be like, these are the birds. So she didn't love that. And I was just like just straight late. Cause I actually didn't think I looked that bad, but
trying to get that jawline flexed.
It was all jaw. It was just going for all jaw and chin. Cause I got the little John Travolta cleft thing. I was trying to accentuate that.
Yep. Get the lighting right.
I mean, to be fair, she's a professional photographer. So there was no way I was going to win.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like or a crazy comment. We'd love to hear from you, and see you again soon.